Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
And it's Monday. I know. I need this.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact. And if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, mother. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he says, she says bullshit. I think you better quit. Let it slip, or you'll be leaving with a fat lip.
Okay, let's go. July 4th week. Brian and Kenzie, Q101. We're back.
Yeah.
Yay. 312-591-8300. That's how you communicate with us for the next 4 hours to get you closer to that great July 4th weekend. At 7:10, we'll have more Renaissance Fair 4-packs in Clash with Kenzie. And even sooner, about 6:15-ish here, a couple minutes away, we'll give you that keyword again for glass animals in Nashville for that national contest. But I guess a little explanation needs to be thrown out there for the last couple days. So Wednesday after the show, we had a big meeting, and we had pizza and chicken fingers and salad, and boy, it was delicious. It was wonderful.
I like how you had, I don't know why that's part of your description for what happened to you.
I'm just historically going through it chronologically in
I'm
order.
going to tell you about the food I've eaten the last couple days, so sit tight.
And that's like 5 days ago. That's like Wednesday. Holy crap.
Buckle up.
Yeah. I'm not going to go over all the food for 5 days.
Okay, that's good.
I promise. But I hadn't been feeling great, actually, since like picnic for about a week and a half before. I just hadn't been feeling awesome. And I even said it on the air. Remember I said Wednesday actually morning, I think I said my body's rejecting summer.
Yes, you did say that.
I don't know if that's factual anyway, scientifically, but just kind of felt weird and off. And then after the show and after that delicious meal, started to get a little bit of a fever on Wednesday. And I said, my wife goes, go to urgent care. Go to a doctor right now. And I said, I'll go tomorrow after the show. I'll be fine. And she goes, no, go now. So I actually did. Went to urgent care. I don't like going to doctors. I kind of need to be pushed. I just think you can overcome a lot just by just riding it out. You know?
That's my husband. Roman always goes, you just need fresh air. I go, I'm not going to stand outside. I'm sick. He just wants you to stand outside all the time. He goes, I never got COVID because of all the fresh air. That's what he says to me.
Did he ever get it?
He never got it.
Well, he might be right.
He's like, it's air. I go, I don't think that. There's a lot of people outside. It's like, it's not true. Stop saying that.
Well, I ended up going to urgent care, and they checked me out. They're looking at me, and they say, everything's good. Your lungs, your heart, your ears, your eyes, everything looks fine. I say, yeah, I just feel like crap. I just don't feel good. I feel fatigued, and you know, whatever. I'm coughing for some reason. Maybe it's allergies. I'm taking an allergy pill. And they go, well, you either have bronchitis or pneumonia. And I kind of go, those are the options, huh? That's it, 50-50. He goes, well, could be COVID. And I said, well, I took a COVID test that's negative, so that's out. And she goes, all right, let's take a chest x-ray. I go, a chest x-ray?
Sounds expensive.
Really expensive.
Yeah, let's do an ultrasound. Maybe you're pregnant.
Yeah. When they say we're going to do a battery of tests, I'm thinking, well, there goes the home down payment. That's gone.
Don't lie like you had it in the first place.
Well,
there goes the made-up home down payment. Your poor daughter.
There's a mini hill of a down payment.
Is there?
Not a mountain, but a little hill.
You said you were going to buy an Escalade instead, from what I recall.
Well, that's true, actually.
Yeah.
That's an investment.
Amen.
The Escalade
you know what they say
first.
about cars. It's the best thing you can put your money into.
An Escalade and then the home payment.
Yeah, well, you first.
So they do the chest x-ray, and I wait about 45 minutes there. I'm like, well, this can't be good. I know it's urgent care, but it's pretty nice urgent care. It's clean. I thought, like sometimes urgent cares might take, an emergency room, you can wait 7 hours for something. Mm-hmm. But she comes back in and she goes, well, yep, you have pneumonia. I'm like, excuse me, baking powder? What? What are you talking about? She goes, yeah, you have pneumonia. I go, well, how's that possible? She goes like, that's very possible. People get pneumonia every day. And then when I texted Case this, he says, I didn't know people still got pneumonia.
I thought it was like tuberculosis. It was a disease we sort of left in the past. It was like polio.
Yeah.
No, because it's like a lung thing. You guys don't get it.
I had no idea. I don't know anybody in my life that has had pneumonia.
Well, now you know.
I know. Brian's the first.
I was hoping to be like your grandmother before me.
No. My grandmother's in good health, thank you very much. Her lungs look great.
Good. Because mine don't.
Not yours.
Apparently, no.
Your suck-ass lungs.
I gotta be honest, I can't believe that's the only thing wrong with you. You went to the doctor and you only had pneumonia?
Believe it or not, this Wolverine blood regenerates, and I am a pillar of health.
After you said you were going to urgent care, I'm like, well, we're going to be out for about a month once they dig into that. So
like,
I'm going to get comfortable.
start taking skin samples.
Yeah, I was like, there's going to be a lot to dive into. There was some clogged arteries.
Yeah.
I was like, just pneumonia?
No?
Oh, my God.
Isn't it impressive, this body, what it does? It only pneumonia. That's it.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What you put your body through, and it's only pneumonia.
Yeah. So
It's incredible.
So they said pneumonia, and I go, nah, come on. And they go, yeah. It's probably like just a bad cold or something. She goes, no, you have like splotches on your lungs that, you have an infection. You need antibiotics. And I go, well, can I go to work tomorrow? And she goes, no, you can't go to work tomorrow. And I said, why not? She goes like, well, you might be a little bit contagious. Also, you have pneumonia. You have to rest. You can't. I go, she goes, and then she said this, which was kind of telling for a minute of maybe my whole career and working in this business and how I feel. She goes, do you need a note from me to tell you can't work? Like I was a third grader, trying to ask for that. And
Brian can't run the mile tomorrow. He has pneumonia.
yeah.
Amen.
And she goes,
Did you get a note from me, too?
oh, I got the whole pad.
Listen, he was contagious yesterday. I probably have it.
Never know.
I just to be safe.
Better get checked out. But I mean, she actually looked at me and was kind of like, your boss won't believe you, will you? I'm sorry you're in that kind of situation. And I go, no, I don't need a note. He'll believe me, I think. If I say
hostile work environment.
She kind of like was giving me that thing where like almost wanted to pull me aside. And do you need to talk to somebody? No, I'm good. I just can't believe I can't go to work tomorrow.
Well, the thing Brian does is that whenever he's sick, I have to listen for 45 minutes about why he can't come to work. And I'm like, no, you're sick. I got it. And he's like, well, listen, but I went to the doctor, and then she said I was contagious, and she offered me no. I go, yep, no, I heard it. You have pneumonia. And I would come in, but I think it may be contagious. I go, yep, no, you got pneumonia. I'm like, you don't have to do this.
I've probably taken...
You could lie and use a sick day. It's fine.
I never have. My whole life, I've probably taken 10 sick days in 30 years of working. I just don't take them. And I just thought it was weird. And I go, you're sure I can't go to work? And she goes like, are you sure you don't want to talk to somebody? Are you safe? I go, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I just have to talk about the bear tomorrow. It's just it's a big deal.
We promised that we were going to watch the bear. And we're at 7:50. We're going to talk about the bear. And you don't understand what the people need from me. I'm needed. I am needed.
I love that this is a lung thing. She's probably like, would you use your lungs a lot tomorrow? Talk on the radio.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this one involves July 1st, today in Illinois, some new laws take effect. And a lot of times you think, well, that's going to suck. I don't know. How's it going to affect me? We're going to tell you how the new laws affect you. And one of them for sure is a little bad. You'll take a little more money out of your pocket. So we'll get to that one. But there's a good one that actually you can, for the first time ever, make money or gain money doing this. And I'll just kind of put it out there as this statement that have you ever been in a viral video?
Yeah.
If you have, if you didn't get paid for it, there's a way you can get paid for it. You ever got any money for those?
How old does it have to be?
I know, because when I jumped in the lake for the bears, that went viral. I didn't make any money off that.
Amen.
It'd be nice to get money. Casey, you ever been in a viral video?
No, I think it means I'm bad at my job, but I don't know if I have been.
Loser, you're the only one here who hasn't been.
I mean, you could be in the background of one, maybe. You ever gotten
like a flash mob? You think I'm doing dancing?
He's actually behind Chris Rock when he got slapped.
That's
Just in case you can see Case's hat. It's like you got to zoom in.
Oh, is that a Camel White Sox hat? Oh my God, was Case there?
Case is there.
So Case was working as a curtain holder.
That's right.
And he had his White Sox hat on.
I saw it coming.
And you can see it right there. Yeah.
He's yelling, Chris!
You hear somebody go, oh, snap! Right when the slap happened?
It was Case.
That was Case. Well, we'll get to all these laws. A new one starting today in Illinois. Some can make you money. Some, unfortunately, you'll lose a little money. We'll get to them at 6:30.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Well, it's time for a fact that makes your brain go. And these are a couple things that started today, July 1st, here in Illinois. Let's start with the bad, okay? That way we'll end more positive. So the bad is the gas tax in Illinois goes up today. If things aren't bad enough at the pump.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's
How can it get more expensive?
Now, this is the gas tax. So gas itself is a different, price range depending on what's going on in the world and globally and whatever production. But this is the gas tax. It now goes up 3.5% for someone like Kenzie that drives from Elgin to downtown. What is that, about 42 miles one way?
Yeah, more. I think I do 48.
Damn.
Ugh.
So it goes up 3.5%. So let's say it's.
I fill up 3 times a week.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
God, I fill up like once every 2 weeks.
That's sick. Unbelievable. I mean, I spend over $500 a month in gas.
Wow.
I usually probably closer to 6 to 7.
Yeah,
it's a whole other genuine bill. It's like a car payment.
Completely, yeah. I mean, I live about 5 miles from work, so it's like such a that's the benefits of. I spend more in the city on other things, living in the city for the taxes and all the other things of living in the city. But
Illinois could really use the money. I understand why they need to up the tax on the gas. I get it. Mm-hmm. They don't make any money off of us.
Yeah. Well, so it's going to go from 0.454 per gallon to 0.47 per gallon. That's the tax only that's going to be added and started today. So that's the bad news. Get out of the way. It sucks. And we're actually we're only second to California. California's the worst. Illinois is the second highest gas tax.
Just
And hopefully, in theory, that goes to keeping the roads moving nice, potholes. It goes to transportation and all that. But I don't know.
I don't think so.
There's quite a few potholes still out there.
There's a lot of potholes.
There's a few. Here's the good news, I guess, for today, July 1st. The hourly minimum wage goes from $15.80 to $16.20 per hour for companies with 21 or more employees.
Wow.
So that's a 40 cent per hour increase in minimum wage.
Brian, what was the minimum wage for you when you were working minimum wage? Because for me, it was $7.25. And I remember that was the slang. My friends would be like, oh, I'm going to my $7.25. That's what you'd call your job.
Wow.
Did you ever do that?
I did not.
I'm going to my 4:15 or so, whatever yours was.
Oh, I wish it was 4:15.
What was it?
I remember when I started, when I was 14 years old or something, it was $3.35 an hour. Wow. And I know people are going to say, well, you could buy a car for a nickel.
Right. You could buy a house with a dime.
No, you could not. No, you could not. It still sucked back then.
There's no doubt that it's more expensive now than it was when you were a child.
Yeah, I mean, that's not, even that minimum wage, how inflation's gone probably isn't enough for most people out there.
Oh, for sure. But that seems so crazy because for so long it was a single digit. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I just remember calling it by $7.25.
I think our poster in our cafeteria still says it's $7.25 an hour or something. I don't think anybody's changed it.
Because every workplace has know your rights. If you're pregnant, you can do this in the workplace. And ours is hey, our minimum wage is $7.25. You're living good in the big city.
It also says you get a private room to pump, and I have to do mine on the show.
You don't have to. You choose to.
I'm because you're gonna make space for me to do that. But anyways,
no, you don't go to Case's room. You go to the green room where the bands go. That's your pump room.
Down.
God.
Hey, Papa Roach, hold up for a second. I got to pump.
Check this out.
Yeah. That'd be amazing if you walked in there and told him to get out because you got to pump.
Excuse me. This is my room. This is my lounge.
So, yeah, I mean, that's good for the minimum wage employees, I hope. I hope that's enough to make a difference. It really is going to still, obviously, everybody's suffering right now. I mean, it's brutal. Everything just, because it's 40 cents an hour, and then you go to the grocery store and it's $100 for some chicken broth. It's okay, I guess it's not enough. But either way, it's a positive. It's going up today, and it's going to go up in stages as we go along here. So. So let's see. Another law that goes into effect today said you can make some money. How about this? There's new child labor laws for social media people. Now, if you were ever in a viral video and you were under 16 and didn't get paid, you can go back and kind of, sue or go through the court system or whatever. If it was monetized, you will be able to get compensated for that with this new law.
Oh, I got to start scoping.
Now, did you have videos when you were under 16?
World Star. I got to go check those.
Casey's going to look for his socks hat in the back of certain videos.
That's what I'm wondering now is I don't even feel like I was on camera if I was filmed anywhere until I was 17 or 18.
Yeah.
I was too shy.
I don't know if this counts. Let's say you stage dove at a turnstile show and that video got a couple million views.
Yeah.
But you're in there with like 40,000 other people.
Yeah, but if I'm doing the dive.
Yeah, I think if you're the diver.
then you have a claim. Does it give you the parameters for what a viral video counts as?
It doesn't say it, at least as far as the general law I'm seeing. It's SB 1782 for Illinois, this new law.
I'll tell you what, you know who's going to go down hard? America's Funniest Home Videos, because those were all children.
Yeah.
All of them.
Now, if the parents made money, they're supposed to share it, with the kid. You think they do?
No.
I don't think so
No,
either.
Brian, would you share money with your child if she gave you a viral video?
I'd sit down with Harper and explain money and the system and how it works. Go back to Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah. And how there's no such thing as a free lunch, and Daddy's going to take this money. He's going to invest it in an Escalade.
And by that point, she'd fall asleep.
Exactly.
I'd just take the money and do what I want with it.
Yeah,
You just steal from her.
Yeah,
you're running away like the Monopoly man at that point.
So they say even if you're 18, you can go back, according to the legislation, and, try to get that compensation from a viral video you might have been in. So there you go. There's a long document here. I'm not going to read that whole thing on the air, but it's a new Illinois
Thank
law.
you for not reading the legal document that goes into effect today.
Well, Case was asking about,
We're going to read all 47 pages. We want you up to date.
well, Case was asking about the parameters. I don't see anything specifically, and even the short, long version of it, so I'm not going to go more on that. There you go. There's something starting today in Illinois. Higher minimum wage, higher gas tax, and if you're in a viral video, for whatever reason, hot to spit on that thing, go get some money for yourself.
I hope she's not underage.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Highlight of your weekend. Hit us up, 312-591-8300. Kenzie has a story of how she got off a plane that was about to take off.
Oh.
It's unbelievable, this story. We'll get to that in a couple seconds. Want to get to some of yours first. Tabitha just sent in a whole bunch of pictures of AJR at the Allstate Arena. Man, I saw a lot of people on my timeline went to that AJR show and said it was incredible.
Yeah, I was going back and forth with somebody yesterday who was there and said it was the best show they've ever seen. A lot of that, a lot of Third Eye Blind over the weekend, a lot of Rolling Stones over the weekend. Great weekend for live music here.
Yeah, Santana too, Kenzie. Your guy Santana played Tinley Park with Counting Crows. Huge music weekend the last 3-4 days.
That was like and I feel like people would want to see all those. Like it all fell into a similar umbrella, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. They're all like kind of fun. They're all like so fun
all
music.
fun.
Not any deep introspective stuff. It's about like, let's do this. Let's party.
That famous Counting Crows song about doing this.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they say.
It's like a workout mix.
I mean,
when they get on the stage, they say, let's do this.
I mean, I get it. Third Eye Blind Jumper's got kind of a serious tone to it, but the song is light and bouncy.
Kind of a serious
A little bit serious. But glad people are checking in about music. Let's see here. Checking in, the Rye Guy checking in. Ahoy, what's up, Rye Guy?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Ahoy, how you doing?
Give us the highlight of your weekend, my man.
Oh, man. So basically, I entered a master's program, and long story short is my teacher's an attorney. So she's very busy, and sometimes she overgrades stuff or she grades stuff too soon. So long story short, though, she managed to grade the final that's due in a couple of weeks that I managed to get done a little bit early. She graded it a little bit high, so I got 103 out of 100. So overall in the course, I got 102%.
Wait, what?
You think the teacher should go back to school? It doesn't really work, you know?
That's what I said. That's what I said.
I don't think she understands it doesn't work like that.
I've never understood the phrase, you got to give 110% out there.
It makes me so mad.
There's 100%. It's 100%. That's what it is.
And then where is it at? Why not 120, you lazy ass? I hate it.
You only gave 110% out there today in rugby, Kenzie. It's not good.
It bothers me. Where's the scale now?
Yeah. So you got 102 out of 100. Good job, Rye Guy.
Yeah, way to go. Way to do the impossible.
Appreciate you guys.
Way to catch that teacher on the wrong day, man. Congratulations on that master's course. Now, Kenzie did something I've never heard of before, that she got off a plane that you were already on and was ready to take off.
I had to give it 150%.
Well, you certainly did. So you were supposed to go to New York on Saturday?
Oh, my gosh. So my friend's engagement party was in New York, and I just had I live here, so obviously we have a long-distance friendship, right? And she made it to everything, even my destination wedding. So this is her first thing. And I'm like, I have to go. Okay?
Very nice. Sounds like a really nice thing to do, to fly in for that.
I want to do it. It's very tough with a 4.5-month-old baby, so I couldn't stay the night. So I woke up in the morning, had the baby.
You had another baby?
None of that. Birthed it. No. Had the baby all morning. Tried to give my husband a break because he's going to have him the afternoon into the evening, okay? I go to the airport, and I was flying in and out same day. I was flying there, attending the engagement party for 3 hours, and flying home at night, taking a late night flight.
That's a lot of effort.
So I'm like, okay, this is the only way I can make it work is if it's same day turnaround, no big deal. So I had an 11 o'clock flight. So I get to the airport. I'm like, okay, I got all my stuff. And listen, I'm still breastfeeding mama, so you have to get like pulled to the side and they have to scan your milk. You have to do your this is not like an easy thing. You have to get the ice packs tested. It's like, okay, like, so I'm doing all that. I go to the airport early, get on my flight. I get on the flight. They delay it 30 minutes due to air traffic control. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll be at the event for 2.5 hours. Okay, it's fine instead of 3. Then they delay it until noon. And I'm like, okay, I'll have maybe 2 hours, maybe a little less at the event. Because like it's like they delayed it to noon, but also the arrival was getting pushed back, if that made sense. Like they were going to taxi it.
We're going to go slower in the air, too.
I'm like, okay.
No, we're not going to take off later.
Yeah.
We're going to take it easy.
Get that. So we did not pull away from the gate. We're not taxiing. Okay, so we're still at the gate with the doors shut. And in the middle of the noon announcement, he goes, oh, okay, sorry. Air traffic control from New York is reaching out to us again. They're understaffed, so they don't have room for our flight in the air.
Not a good sign.
And they go, we can't leave till at least 1. And I go, oh my God, I'm not going to make the event.
Yeah.
If we don't leave till at least 1, we're landing after 4. It's like 4:35. And this is at least 1. It means you're not leaving at 1, by the way.
Sure.
Like, that's not happening.
It could happen again.
I'm like, oh my gosh. I go, as of right now, I'm going to fly to New York and wait at the airport for my flight to fly home. Like, that's what's going. I can't go to the event. I'll miss my following flight. And I was already on the latest flight out.
Yeah.
Because when I booked it, I'm like, okay, I'll pick the latest one. So I hit my little button, like, for help, excuse me.
Help.
And the girl walks over, like, you want a soda? I'm like, no. I go,
I'd love a scotch and soda.
I go, I have to get off the plane. She's like, why? And I go, listen, I am flying in for an event. I am now going to miss the event. The event is no longer, it's not on the table. And the thing is, I can't get on a different flight. This is New York air traffic control. So this is gone. This is not our pilot didn't show up. Let me try to hop on something else. Like, it is over. The dream is dead. I'm like, I go, listen, I go, please, I'm going to miss my event. I'm going to fly there and then just wait for my flight home. Like, that's all I'm going to be able to do.
Yeah.
I have to get off this flight.
It kind of reminds me, before you continue, when Turtle and Entourage.
Oh my God, I just watched this episode.
Oh my God.
When Turtle's going to meet, Meadow Soprano.
Jamie Lynn Sigler
In Australia, and he can't get off the plane because she breaks up with him on the phone.
Yeah.
And he wants to get off, and they won't let him off. Oh. You were thinking the same thing,
I didn't want to interrupt Kenzie's story, but the entire time she was talking, I was thinking, man, I just watched an Entourage episode like this.
Now, okay, also slightly adjacent when Rachel wants to get off the plane because she realized she loves Ross and doesn't want to go to Paris.
Same thing.
Same vibes.
Same thing.
I'm like, and all I could think is, oh my God, I'm going to end up on a do not fly list because the way I'm going to explode if I'm sitting on this runway for 2.5 hours, then flying 3, then sitting at the airport to fly home. I'm like, I can't do it. This is going to be horrible. I'm going to lose my mind.
Let's be honest. You might be on a list already.
Listen, I could already feel the tears welling up. I'm like, come here on the plane. So I'm like, please, please, please. She goes, let me get this straight. You're missing your event. You want to cancel your flight. I go, I want to cancel it. I'm taking an Uber home. Please. She goes, give me a minute, and walks away.
Wow. That's already rare right there because usually say we can't do anything.
I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And like, also, not to be this, because like, okay, whatever, but as a girl, I'm also thinking, I'm stuck in this plane for 2.5 more hours. It's a 2.5 hour flight. I have to pump milk. I can't take that long of a flight right now. I'm like, I'm just freaking out and stressed out. I'm like, please get me off, please get me off, please get me off. So she comes back and she goes, okay, just to get this straight, your flight is completely canceled. I go, yes, I don't want to fly later. I go, it is too late. The event it's gone. And she's like, okay, follow me. And I'm grabbing all my bags.
No way.
She opens the door and walks me off the flight. And she goes, just call United. You'll get a refund. I'm like, because it's like, once you hit excessive delay, they owe you a refund. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't have to pay for the flight or anything. But basically, I spent 5 hours at O'Hare and had lunch. That's what I did with my Saturday and had to go home.
Listen, that stinks. But I would also like to honor, and I don't know if you have that woman's name, That's incredible.
Oh my gosh.
That never happens.
I don't have her name, but it was so awesome. I could tell because they didn't announce it till you got on the flight because they said it was delayed.
Yeah. That happens all the time.
Because sometimes they delay it, you still board, whatever. But
It happens to me every time I fly.
Yeah.
Every time I get delayed on the plane
and
already.
I was like, I'm begging you. Like, this isn't like, oh, I'm going to be late. I'll stay overnight. I'll have dinner with her. I'll have brunch with her the next morning. Like, I can't believe I'm just going to fly on planes all day for no reason.
But I mean, I want to honor that woman.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
unbelievable.
You could tell she felt bad.
And you get a full refund?
I got a full refund on my flight.
Good Lord.
Because of excessive delay. Yeah.
Where do you live? Banana Land?
Oh, yeah. I'm so lucky. I missed my friend's engagement party.
Who
It's at the
cares?
at the
You
airport.
got a good lunch at O'Hare and you got your flight money back.
I never said the lunch was good.
Oh, I'm sure it was wonderful. Well, that woman's a saint. Well, keep checking in. Keep checking in with your highlights of the weekend. Here's Gil Curtis.
This is not headline news. Today is National Financial Freedom Day, or as people working in radio know it, Monday. Kevin Costner says he makes movies for men, not just any men, based on theaters showing Horizon, Invisible Men. Ben and J-Lo no longer share a house. Hey, just because they no longer interact doesn't mean they can't stay married. Right, married people? And Baywatch star Pamela Anderson turns 57 today. Now when she runs in slow motion, she's actually going as fast as she can. This is not headline news.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.